Spurs stormed past the Thunder 130-110 last night. It was San Antonio's 7th straight win, their 2nd over Oklahoma City in the last 10 days. Victor Wembanyama added 12 points. He was coming off the bench for the 6th straight game after missing 12 straight due to a calf strain. Happy holidays. Get a look at these two. It's Kendrick Perkins and Tim McMahon getting up with us here on, well, Get Up. Spurs are 2-0 against the Thunder this season, boys. Tim, we start with you. Does San Antonio have OKC's number?
I'm not going to go that far after 2 games, as impressive as these 2 victories were, especially last night. Now, do they have their number? I won't say that. Do they have their full attention? Absolutely. Have they earned the Thunder's respect? Yeah. Have they managed to get Perk to leave that pearly white OKC championship jacket in his closet today? Yes, and that is one heck of an accomplishment. By the way, hey, do they have the best young big 3 since OKC had those 3 future MVPs on the roster way back when? I'll go that far right now, and this Spurs group is going to grow up together and be a thorn in the Thunder's side for a long time to come.
Big Perk, is it the Spurs who are the biggest threat to the Thunder in the West, or do you see it as somebody else?
Well, look, I think the Spurs are legit title contenders. I do believe that, but the biggest threat is still the Denver Nuggets, in my opinion. I would not dismiss what Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray are doing this year in the Denver Nuggets, but I will say the Spurs are legit title contenders, and they have put the world on notice. But when you look at Denver, Nikola Jokic is playing at an MVP level right now, as expected. Jamal Murray, he's averaging a career high right now, probably going to make his first All-Star appearance, and these guys just clicking on all cylinders. We're watching what the guy Bruce Brown is bringing to the table. They brought him back this offseason, and they're getting this done right now without one of their best players in Aaron Gordon.
Big rematch for the Spurs and the Thunder tomorrow, right on here on ESPN. Let's move on to Minnesota, where Anthony Edwards had 38 points as the Timberwolves beat the Knicks. Minnesota has now won 10 of its last 12 games. New York scored a season-low 104 points, but they were playing without Jalen Brunson, who is dealing with a right ankle injury. Perk, let's go right back to you. Anyone in the East beating the New York Knicks this season?
Look, I got the Knicks favorite to coming out of the Eastern Conference, and y'all know I'm a fan of big-bodied Brunson. I just like how they're vibing right now under the Mike Brown system. Everybody is being a star in their roles. You got OG Anunoby. He's playing at an all-star level. Karl Anthony Towns has embraced the culture and embraced that offense and is sacrificing. He had 40 last night. And then you just got the guy, Josh Hart, who's the heart and soul of this team, who has been inserted into the starting lineup, and they're playing at an extremely high level, and you could tell the depth that they have coming in off the bench. Kolek is playing well. Jordan Clarkson has finally found his stride. So, again, I'm not going to disrespect the Detroit Pistons and say that they won't put up a fight, but I got the Knicks coming out of the East.
Tim, as currently constructed, is this Knicks team good enough to win the title, or would they need to make a move for Giannis in order to make that happen?
Well, I've got a couple questions. First of all, how are they supposed to get Giannis? They're handcuffed with their picks. I think we're talking about a mythical situation that's probably not going to be reality. And then the second thing I'd ask is, are you sure that bringing Giannis in this season would actually make the Knicks better? Would it increase the Knicks' odds of winning a championship? Tell me the last time a team made that sort of splashy midseason deal and then went on a championship run. It usually takes a while for that to go together. So I think this is a situation that's not happening, and I don't think it would increase their odds anyway.
The injuries are starting to become a bit of a concern there as well for Giannis. Let's go to Phoenix. The Suns scored on 13 straight possessions to start the second half, on their way to a 45-point third quarter and a 132-108 victory over the Lakers. LA was playing without Luka Doncic, who is dealing with a calf contusion. The Lakers have lost 2 straight for the first time this season. JJ Redick was unhappy with their defense, to say the least.
Does this group have enough, as currently constructive guys, who just play that way? And
no, we practice this stuff enough. We review this stuff enough. We show film on this stuff enough that, to me, it comes down to just making the choice. It's making the choice.
We doing we being real right now, and it's showing. There's no help. There's no resistance. There's no urgency. So, it's tough. And JJ's right. There's really nothing he can do. It's on us.
They are not mincing words in L.A. Big Perk, your reaction to Redick and Smart following last night's loss?
Well, I mean, I understand their frustration because you look at the Lakers and they just look old, right? They lack athleticism. They lack perimeter defense, and that's going to be the problem come postseason time. And this is why I can't anoint them as being legit title contenders. When you look at the game last night, the Phoenix Suns shot 59% from the field, 41% from the three, and the Lakers just don't have the personnel to defend at a high level. The Phoenix Suns system last night was go 5 out, spread, and go to work. And that's not going to cut it if you're the Los Angeles Lakers. But I will say this, J.J. Redick has to be careful on how he calls his team out in the media, because the one thing that you don't want to do is lose the ears and trust of your players in their locker room.
Excellent point. We haven't even made it to January just yet. Tim, Luka didn't play last night, but when he is on the floor, are the Lakers championship contenders?
Right now, this season, no. Hey, Nico Harrison told us defense wins championships. Crazy reason to trade that guy, but there's a little bit of truth to it. You at least have to be decent defensively. The Lakers aren't close to that. They have a chance to build a championship team around Luka Doncic, but they are at least a couple of transaction cycles away. They've got to get some perimeter defenders. They've got to get a rim protector. They have a chance to contend for championships with Luka, but it ain't going to be in 2026.
Gentlemen, thank you both very much. We appreciate the time as the annual NBA on Christmas Day tradition continues. 5, count them 5 star-studded games.
Like the smiling and the giggling and all that. I'm a competitor, man.
And some words exchanged with Brooks.
I poke bears. I don't respect no one.
I've had this throughout my career with, certain individuals.
Brooks and James going chest to chest.
He likes people that to bow down. I don't bow down, so.
Now the leak out, and Brooks is all alone. Dylan, the villain, living up to his name on the road.
He's a social media junkie. He be seeing, I guess, what I'm saying, gets in his moods or in his modes or whatever it is, and I'm all for that.
So let's get into the mess, shall we? Lakers Suns in Phoenix. Another chapter being added to the Dylan Brooks and LeBron James saga. Oh, goodness. Early first quarter, let's pick it right up. LeBron backing down Brooks. Spin, fade away, cash off the glass. Lakers up 5 there. Less than 10 seconds later, though, Brooks trying to get one back on LeBron. Eventually, after working on him, blows right by him, lays it in for 2. So they're going to get to it early here. Next Lakers possession after Brooks fouls LeBron. LeBron shooting the first of 2 free throws. Brooks gets a little lane violation, walking directly in front of Bron. So I don't know if that was quite worth it. Regardless, the Lakers would trail by 3 at the end of the first. Middle of the second now, Lakers down 7. Bron behind the back to Jake LaRavia, who passes to Marcus Smart out on the wing. Bron still got eyes in the back of his head on that one. Lakers down by 4. A couple minutes later, Devin Booker finding Brooks in the left corner. That's money. Brooks 13 points in the first half. Phoenix led by 10 at the break. Third quarter. Suns up 22. Royce O'Neal drive kick to Brooks. 3 is good. It's a 92-67 game at that point. A few seconds later, LeBron pulls up from 3 and cashes it. Had a team high 23. Far from enough, though, because Brooks was out here working, dog. Up and under, and skipped to Malou on the baseline afterwards. And then from the free throw line, all over Austin Reeves. Brooks game high 25, 12 coming in the third. Bron didn't feel like they brought the necessary gusto in this one.
Well, every team is constructed differently, obviously. Personnel kind of dictates how you can play, how you would like to play, how you would like to execute. I think we've had some good times, we've had some bad times throughout the season where we've matched the energy of a lot of teams that play like this, and sometimes we haven't. And it's resulted in either a win or a loss. And quite frankly, sometimes you also play extremely hard like that, and you still don't get it done. Like the other night versus the Clippers, we not saying that they're on the same, they play the same way as the Suns, but we went out and played as hard as we could, and we still just came up short. So you just try to take the bad You know, you look at some of the good from each and every game and see how you can get better from it.
All right, so we know Perk was very much so looking forward to this one. Had early fireworks between Bron and Dylan DeVillin, but the fireworks were the final score, 20-plus point dub for the Suns. What did this game tell you about both teams?
Well, to start off with the Lakers, it tell me that the Lakers can't guard senior citizens at recess. That's a problem in itself. And they got exposed tonight, and they've been getting exposed all season long for their perimeter defense. Tonight, the Phoenix Suns shot 59% from the field and 41% from the three. And the word is out about the Los Angeles Lakers that they can't guard, they look old. And on the other side, you're looking at the Phoenix Suns. To me, they have been the biggest surprise in the NBA. For the simple fact that no one thought that this team was going to be any good this season. I know I didn't. And now they're sitting at number 7 in the Western Conference, in a tough Western Conference. And it's mainly because, yes, you have Devin Booker, but you have Dylan Brooks, a guy that when he goes to organizations, winning follows him. And tonight he showed that. He's not backing down from anybody. The leadership is there. He's had 25 points tonight, averaging a career high this season at 21 points. The Phoenix Suns has really put the world on notice, including myself, has been the biggest surprise this short season.
Dylan Brooks done came a long way from the Memphis days where everybody was frustrated as all outdoors with him calling himself a villain and then running from the cameras. Neither here nor there. Perk, appreciate you, dog.
Yeah.